Pope continues fine season form with century. The top of the table clash in Division 1 had gone the way of the home side so far, Surrey dominating with the bat in large part thanks to the knocks of Scott Borthwick and Ollie Pope. An early removal of the in-form Pope would be top of Somerset's agenda on day 2. Pope picked up where he'd left off on day 1, sending Davey to the boundary and closing in on a rapid century. Somerset now tasked with removing the highest run scorer in the Championship this season. Grunewald was the man to take the all-important wicket, trapping Pope leg before. He left the crease having put on 117, with Surrey now 411 for 7. Clark and Morkel decided to take a page out of Pope's book, as they both wasted no time seeking the boundary. Grunewald was on hand again to stop the flow of runs, as he removed Morkel's middle stump, leaving the hosts 447 for 8. 5 balls later, and Dernbach was Grunewald's next victim, caught by Leach for a duck. Gregory was the man to wrap up the innings for Somerset. He trapped Clark LBW on 42, Surrey 459 all out. Somerset put on 8 runs without loss before the two sides headed into lunch. Renshaw and Byram at the crease, knowing that they would have to set the tone in the afternoon to give the visitors a fighting chance. There was to be no half-century for Renshaw as Clark teased him forward and forced the edge that found De Bruyne at the slips. Somerset losing their first wicket for 53 runs. Clark seemed in the mood for the afternoon session and he picked up another wicket, this time dismissing Bartlett thanks to a leg before shout. Hildreth tried to take the game to Clark, but only succeeded in ballooning a shot into the air, with Harinath making the catch. Somerset were glad to reach tea without losing any more wickets at 105 for 3. Clark's 3 afternoon wickets putting the hosts in a very strong position going into the evening session. At the start of that final session of the day, Clark picked up where he'd left off. He removed Somerset captain Abel for 26, caught behind. Byram's impressive opening performance continued. He reached his half-century. Byram was then dismissed LBW by youngster Ryan Patel for 52. Somerset 169 for 5. Patel had turned the innings on his head with his first over when he saw Gregory send his effort into the hands of Borthwick for a quick-fire second wicket. And Patel wasn't close to finished as he trapped Davis LBW in his second over with the ball. His next delivery saw Somerset 174 for 8. Davey caught by Clark for a duck. Patel's hat-trick ball saw him draw an LBW shout for a golden duck against Grunewald, the teenage medium pacer with 5 for 4 from just 1.5 overs. Somerset shell-shocked at 174 for 9, a quite magnificent bowling spell. Patel fittingly ended the innings, trapping Leach LBW for a duck and finishing with astonishing figures of 6 for 5 from 3.5 overs. The devastating spell leaving Somerset 180 all out and forced the follow-on. Stumps arrived with Somerset 18 without loss in their second innings after being forced to follow on by Surrey. Day 2 at Guildford belonging to Ryan Patel with his figures of 6 for 5, putting the hosts in pole position heading into day 3.